Good evening. Would you be kind enough to introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Caterina Avanzi. It's a bit of a, how do you say it? Tongue twist. No, how do you say that? But whatever. It's
Tongue
not always
twister.
easy. Yeah, for people to pronounce my surname, but that's fine. I am Italian. You might gather that from my accent, and I live in Chorlton, in near Manchester, and I'm a personal stylist. So what does that mean? It's basically I help women to feel confident with their look in a nutshell. And it's just enjoy getting dressed in the morning and just feel, confident with what they wear, basically.
And how are you finding that working from home with that at the moment?
Most of what I do is one-to-one, obviously, but I do have some online services, and it's something that I think in this time I've started developing more because that can be done. So obviously I do prefer, well, I like, to talk to people, meet people, meet my clients. So that is normally better. But as we are doing now, the two of us, we can still see each other, we can still talk. So it's something that, it is feasible. And I think lots of us have adapted to just doing this, seeing through a screen, and we can still do things. So it's good.
So you've risen. It sounds like you've risen to a challenge that normally it would be person to person with your client in front of you, and you've adapted because of the current situation.
Absolutely, yes. And I think, talking to other people as well, I think as we are, human beings, we luckily, when there is some like difficulties, if you want, in front of us, we always tend to find a solution or a workaround. And I think that is what makes things nice, about being human beings, because we raise up to a challenge, and we try to find a way to still do things and keep us alive and move on. So definitely it's something that I have reworked in my way of doing things, and carrying on my business.
So have you had to, with being at home, have you created an office or did you already have one at home?
Well, I don't necessarily need an office. Where I am now, it is a kind of office. It's like the office room. My husband works from home, so, we have a desk, but he tend to use this area, of the house because he's on the phone all the with his work all the time. So really I can sit whatever, as long as I've got my laptop or my phone, and I can do things, online on my laptop. I can sit anywhere really. So, and if I have to speak to my clients, then obviously I need to find a quiet spot because I have two children. So imagine now, having them running around and shouting. But yes, I don't necessarily have to have an office, if you want. Yeah.
So if you were to say anything to anybody right now out there, a group of people or a specific individual, what would you say? What would be your words?
What would it be? I tend to be positive generally. I'm a positive person, and I know that there are struggles, and I consider myself lucky, to be what I am, and I have a family that I have. But things will go. We'll go back to normal somehow, right? It might be a different normal, but we still have each other, even though at the moment we are talking, through a video, a screen like this, we are so united in what's going on, and when in a few weeks time, in a month time, hopefully, I'm just saying that things will be, we will still be close again. I do miss seeing my friends, for example, but I know that it will be possible again. So it's have that, try to have the positive spin, and and it will be, you know, nice again to do things in, you know, as we were used to do before. So yeah,
that sounds brilliant. You're focusing on what will happen when all this abates, which is great. So
yeah, and also what the other thing is that I'm sure I want to think that we will all slow down somehow, you know, because it was a bit of a fast pace, you know, everyone, you know, the life that we've conducted up to now, I think it was a bit too fast paced, and until you stop, you don't realize that. So I hope that we will be able to adjust, you know, what we've learned in this, you know, month, that things can be done at a slower pace. And so hopefully, you know, we will learn from this and we will make it, you know, it will work for everyone. So I'm taking, you know, this as a positive, even though, you know, it's a hard time, but we should really take some learning from it. Yeah,
and it certainly sounds like you are, and you've adapted well, and I think you're such an optimist, actually, from what you said, which is fantastic. So, Caterina, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Above all, stay safe, look after yourself and your family, and see you in person very soon. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully very soon. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.